Have I struggled with queendom or knowing that I was a queen or feeling like a queen? Absolutely, like my entire life. I've struggled with that a lot. It's only really been in the last several years that I've been able to more fully step into that. And even still right now, it can be a struggle as I've been really intentional and committed to like my spiritual journey. I've really tried to humble myself. I've really tried to see myself as being no different or better than anyone else, knowing that we're all so much more alike and interconnected than we are different and separate. And so that has been this balancing act that I've had between wanting to be that humble spirit, connected to everything, but then also knowing what a fucking badass I can be, right? And that, I'm powerful and I can make things happen. And so I struggle with that. It is this balancing act that I'm currently in like right now, but for the majority of my life, I have absolutely struggled with that. Never fitting in, never, being, too white for the black people, but even for the white people, not being black enough, and then being a single mother and the stereotypes that come along with that. I've constantly questioned myself and whether or not I was in the right place at the right time, doing the right things, if I was, if I was accepted, and queens never question that. So it's been a journey for me, but I've, like I said, really stepped more fully into knowing that I have an internal sense of authority, if not over other people, at least over myself, and being able to be intentional and specific about and directing my life, not just sitting back and taking a passenger, passive kind of approach to my life, but really being in the driver's seat and driving myself to whatever goal it is I want to accomplish. I forget sometimes about how powerful I am and what I can accomplish. And so I've really, taken those reins in recent years, and it feels good. And I can see the results of it. I can literally point to various aspects of my life. I'm like, yeah, that's my queendom right there. Yes, that was me, bossing out right there. And so, it feels good. It feels good to finally step into those shoes and be in control, because what you have to understand and realize and accept is that no one else can do it for you. No one else can live your life for you. And I think queens know that, and they accept that, and they embrace that this is their life to live. And it feels good directing it. It feels good driving it and being in control of it, and making your dreams come true, and living out your fantasies and living out your dreams. And so, yeah. So one of the things that I am painfully and intimately aware of is how much I'm not giving back right now. It hurts. I've been blessed with so much. I can't believe I'm living my life sometimes. I'm like, how did I wind up here? How did I get so damn lucky? And I look at the world around me, and there's so many people in pain, not able to say the same thing. And I don't feel like I'm doing enough. Like, I know that I'm not doing enough. And so the ways in which I'm trying to level up and be more like a queen is making sure that I take care of my community and I take care of my people. Queens are, born, they have a birthright into a lot of what they have, but they also recognize the responsibility of, to whom much is given, much is required. They are very much aware of that, and they take care of their people. They fight for their people. They die for their people. And, you can't be a queen without a community. You can't be a queen without a kingdom or a queendom. You have to have the people. You have to take care of them. You have to have their support, and you have to love on them. And I don't do enough. I was going to say I do enough. No, I don't do enough. I don't do enough. And so what I've been meditating on and putting out into the universe and praying about is, where can I be called more fully to be used and to be put into service of others? I'm desperately seeking how I can use my talents and my gifts in a bigger way, in a more meaningful, poignant way to help other people. I feel like that's the missing piece in my life right now, and that's what queens do. They take care of others. But I think the major thing that I recognized a while ago, but I've been very hesitant and shy for some reason, that I need to work on is celebrating myself. I really struggle with celebrating myself. I've been afraid of doing like not afraid, but I've really shied away from doing selfies. You know, I don't do pictures like that of myself anymore. I don't just look up one day like, oh, I look cute right now, let me snap this, I got good lighting. I can't do that right now for some reason. You know, there's people that celebrate their birthday all month long because they recognize their greatness, you know, and I struggle with doing those things. I just have not been celebrating myself in the last several years. And I think it's also part of that spiritual journey and that commitment I have to that piece of my life. But I need to figure out that balance in celebrating myself, that it's okay to pat myself on the back. It's okay to acknowledge my accomplishments, and even on a smaller scale, it's okay to wake up and feel beautiful and want to share your beauty with the world. And I haven't been there, and I don't think that queens ever hesitate for a second, you know, in celebrating themselves. And so that is a challenge for me. I don't know how to get started. I'm not sure what my next steps are, but I just need to be more intentional about it. I could do it. I just haven't made it a priority. So, you know, what I will now, because of this video, I've kind of just put myself out there, right? I've just, you know, this is like almost like an accountability thing. Going to start celebrating myself and let that be okay and let it feel good, and recognize it as being just part of that knowing. A part of that birthright of a queen is to love and celebrate herself. So I should. It's just that simple. I should.